I don't mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted.
Movies, yeah. Everybody did. Those were the best movies. You know, foreign movies, too. I saw some great foreign movies.
Mel Gibson just lit up Hollywood by calling out Robert De Niro in the most brutal way possible. His scathing remarks are making waves, leaving fans and industry insiders asking, what exactly did Gibson say, and why is it sparking such a huge reaction? Let's dive in. Hollywood has always been a place where entertainment meets politics, but in recent years the balance has shifted. More and more actors are using their platforms to promote political agendas, and it's sparking a growing divide within the industry. On one side, you have figures like Mel Gibson and James Woods, who believe in separating their craft from political ideologies. They argue that an actor's primary responsibility is to entertain and connect with audiences, not to lecture them. On the other side are celebrities like Robert De Niro, George Clooney, and Julia Roberts, who have become infamous for using their fame to push political narratives. This trend hasn't gone unnoticed by fans, and it hasn't gone unpunished either. Over the years, celebrities who dive too deeply into politics, whether through public rants, divisive statements, or controversial actions, have faced significant backlash. Many fans have grown tired of being lectured by the very people they look to for entertainment, and the results are showing. For De Niro in particular, this has been a major turning point. His frequent tirades and outspoken political views have alienated large portions of his audience, leading to a noticeable decline in support for his work. Even major studios like Warner Brothers have started distancing themselves from him. Critics like Mel Gibson have been vocal about this shift, calling it a betrayal of what Hollywood is supposed to be. Gibson, along with others like Sylvester Stallone and James Woods, has drawn a clear line between acting and activism, arguing that dragging politics into show business only hurts the industry as a whole. This growing divide in Hollywood sets the stage for Gibson's explosive comments about De Niro and the fallout they've sparked in both the entertainment world and beyond. Mel Gibson didn't hold back when he called out Robert De Niro in a scathing critique that's now the talk of Hollywood. Speaking bluntly, Gibson said, "Have you seen this lunatic? The way this man talks about our country and our people, it's disgusting." The criticism wasn't just about personal disagreements. It struck at the heart of what Gibson sees as a growing problem in Hollywood. Actors like De Niro, who represent major studios and distributors, risk their careers and reputations by diving headfirst into divisive political agendas. According to Gibson, this behavior not only alienates fans, but also damages the studios they work for. De Niro's public tirades are a prime example. He's been known to take the stage, often in front of cameras, and unleash fiery rants about politics, including name-calling and harsh criticisms of his audience. For many fans, this has been a turning point, with some feeling insulted and others questioning why someone in his position would alienate his own supporters. Gibson's remarks highlight a stark contrast between the two actors. While De Niro has made headlines for his heated rhetoric, Gibson has focused on separating his political beliefs from his professional work, aiming to maintain respect for his audience regardless of their views. De Niro's political involvement hasn't come without consequences. One of the most significant blows to his career has been Warner Brothers reportedly cutting ties with him after his upcoming movie, The Alto Nights. This film, set to release soon, is expected to be his last project with the studio, signaling a major shift in how Hollywood handles politically polarizing figures. The fallout extends beyond studio relationships. Fans, once loyal to De Niro, are now turning away from his projects. Audiences have grown weary of being lectured or criticized by actors, leading to a decline in support for studios that prominently feature De Niro. This loss of fan trust has created a ripple effect, with some fans choosing to support competing studios and projects instead. Mel Gibson, on the other hand, has taken a very different approach. He's been clear about his personal beliefs but avoids forcing them on others or using his platform to alienate his audience. In his own words, "You're not just an actor. You represent the studios, the distributors, and the fans." This perspective has allowed Gibson to maintain his connection with fans while staying true to his craft, proving that focusing on the work rather than the politics can be a far more effective way to navigate Hollywood. Mel Gibson didn't just criticize Robert De Niro's political antics, he also took aim at his recent work, particularly his performance in the upcoming film, The Alto Nights. Gibson's assessment was blunt. The acting feels off and lacks the authenticity that once made De Niro a legend in Hollywood. Gibson suggested that De Niro's heavy involvement in politics has drained his focus and energy, leaving little for his craft. This, he argued, is evident in The Alto Nights, where De Niro's performance in the trailer appears disconnected and uninspired. Fans too have echoed this sentiment, with some calling the trailer a far cry from De Niro's earlier, more compelling roles. De Niro's recent trend of taking on comedic or less demanding parts reflects a departure from his iconic work in films like Taxi Driver or Raging Bull. According to Gibson, this decline may stem from a lack of passion and dedication, overshadowed by his intense focus on political narratives. In contrast, Gibson's own career trajectory tells a different story. He's deeply involved in the creative process of his upcoming project, Lethal Weapon 5, which he's described as a passion project. Unlike De Niro, Gibson remains fully committed to his craft, prioritizing storytelling and authenticity over external distractions. His dedication serves as a reminder of the importance of staying grounded in the work, something many fans believe De Niro has lost. The clash between Mel Gibson and Robert De Niro highlights a larger divide within Hollywood: the tension between actors who focus on their work and those who use their platforms to push political narratives. More than ever, fans are rejecting politically charged agendas from celebrities, instead gravitating toward authentic performances and meaningful storytelling. This shift in audience behavior has created a noticeable impact. Declining box office numbers. Politically divisive actors like De Niro are seeing diminishing returns as audiences grow tired of being preached to. Support for entertainment-first projects. Films and actors that prioritize storytelling over personal ideologies are gaining traction, reflecting a broader desire for escapism and authenticity. Gibson's broader message resonates in this context. Actors need to respect their audience and focus on their craft. He argues that alienating fans with divisive rhetoric doesn't just hurt individual careers, it damages the industry as a whole. By staying committed to entertaining and connecting with audiences, Gibson believes actors can preserve the trust and loyalty that Hollywood relies on. Mel Gibson's critique of Robert De Niro resonates deeply with fans, and the reason is clear. Unlike De Niro, Gibson focuses on respecting his audience rather than alienating them with divisive rhetoric. His dedication to acting and storytelling, as seen in his work on Lethal Weapon 5, demonstrates a commitment to his craft without forcing personal beliefs onto viewers. On the other hand, De Niro's career has been marred by years of political controversy. His outspoken tirades and perceived disregard for differing opinions have alienated many longtime fans. The trailer for The Alto Nights has only fueled this sentiment, with many feeling his performance lacks the depth and passion of his earlier work. The divide between the two actors isn't just political, it's about how they approach their careers. Gibson's grounded focus on craft and audience connection contrasts sharply with De Niro's prioritization of political messaging, leaving fans longing for the brilliance that once defined his roles. Robert De Niro's once celebrated career is at a turning point. With fans turning away and studios like Warner Brothers cutting ties after The Alto Nights, his future in Hollywood looks uncertain. Mel Gibson's suggestion that De Niro may need to retire reflects a growing sentiment that his political focus has overshadowed his craft. Other actors like James Woods have echoed similar concerns, pointing out how divisive rhetoric can derail even the most respected careers. If De Niro wants to recover, he'll need to shift his focus back to acting and reconnect with his audience. Whether he'll take that route or continue his current path remains to be seen. Mel Gibson's critique highlights a crucial point. Actors should focus on their work, respect their audience, and avoid divisive rhetoric. De Niro's story serves as a cautionary tale showing how prioritizing politics over passion can harm even the brightest careers. Do you think Robert De Niro can bounce back, or has his focus on politics hurt him beyond repair? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more Hollywood updates.